Celebrating a concluded deal, SA Airlink is procuring 10 new second-generation E2-195 jet aircraft produced by Brazilian aircraft designer and manufacturer Embraer. The two companies have a relationship dating back nearly 50 years, with SA Airlink already operating and maintaining 68 Embraer-produced aircraft in its current fleet. With the new aircraft it's procuring having a longer range, simply meaning they can travel further across the African continent, Airlink has high expansion ambitions.
Opportunities like Nigeria would be an option for us with these new aircraft in terms of the distance. Potentially looking at some of the islands that we have around the coast of Africa. So anything where we can't currently reach become opportunities. If there's sufficient demand and the market wants it, then we can have a look at those options.
Asked whether the new aircraft would enable Airlink to provide more competitive pricing to its customers, Whelan indicated that would be a factor on the agenda.
Absolutely. I think for us and for most airlines as well, the bigger the aircraft, the better the unit cost per seat. So we'll be able to definitely do some differential pricing, which we haven't had the opportunity to do so far, utilizing these new E2 aircraft.
Across the global aviation industry, airlines secure aircraft through different financing mechanisms. Azorra, which is going to be leasing the 10 E2-195 aircraft to Airlink, explained some of those options.
Airlines have different objectives in financing aircraft. There are many different scenarios. Some airlines choose to finance aircraft off balance sheet. They like the flexibility of a lease, an operating lease, versus having to own the aircraft and then process the aircraft out of the business and take residual value risk. So we kind of provide that flexibility. That's one reason why they might lease. Another reason why they might lease is we have particularly select delivery positions with the manufacturer. In this case, Embraer. We placed a speculative order with them where we didn't have customers. We just ordered aircraft into the future. And the airline likes our delivery position, so they're willing to lease the aircraft from us.
Meanwhile, the manufacturer of the E2-195 jets, Embraer, says while Airlink is its largest customer on the African continent, it has great hopes about the continent's future and getting more of its up to 150-seater aircraft traversing the region, estimating that demand for aircraft could be around 400 over the next 2 decades.
Africa is a very exciting market for us, and we were just talking about the market forecast. So over the next 20 years in the segment up to 150 seats, we actually forecast a delivery of around 380 aircraft over those next 20 years. And we of course want to continue to build our segment leadership, so we'll be working very hard with the airlines in order to get a big chunk of those future deliveries. What's driving it? I think there are several factors. Africa has some of the strongest growing economies around the world. Just take Nigeria, for instance, for a market, Kenya, Ethiopia, Southern Africa. In terms of the economic growth, there's a lot of continued growth moving out into the future. The population continues to grow. It's a very young continent. Around half of the population is at an average age of 20 years, so there's an increasingly high propensity to travel. And if you combine all of those factors, plus market liberalization, better access to financing for the aircraft, which could be aircraft leasing solutions or direct financing, that's some of the drivers that we believe will ultimately lead to the demand of those new aircraft well into the future.
Gracing the ceremonial formalities was South African Ambassador to Brazil, Vusi Mafimbela. He says given the strategic relationship between South Africa and Brazil, especially through BRICS, there's much scope for partnerships with companies like Embraer, particularly in the area of defense, noting that the Defense Ministry is keen to engage with Embraer to lean on its defense technology expertise.
Brazil is a very important component in BRICS. And you know that most of the aircrafts producing countries are outside BRICS. Brazil is one of those prominent ones that are within BRICS. And BRICS is discussing the creation of an interest, a trend, a track that deals with aviation. So we need a country within BRICS that has got the capacity to actually form the fulcrum, the very base of the development of that track aviation industry within BRICS. So the relationship is all faceted.
Including this latest aircraft, Airlink will have received 3 of the E2-195s during this year, with the balance of 7 set to be delivered over 2026 and 2027. And while the continent faces economic hurdles like high debt in some countries, a number of African countries, expected to be the fastest growing in the coming years, are expected to be at the forefront of demand for more aircraft to aid in powering the goals of the African Continental Free Trade Area to unlock greater trade, movement of people, and with that, greater economic prospects. Nompumelelo Siziba, SABC News, Sao Paulo, Brazil.